This is the 2011 King magazine featuring Nicki Minaj on the cover. Now the magazine itself is not that special. It's special to me because of the way I got it. I have a girlfriend, we've been together a long time, we have a great relationship, barely fight about anything. One thing we argue about a lot is Nicki Minaj. She doesn't like anything about her. I like pretty much everything about her. So on Valentine's Day, she decided to kind of show me she was cool with everything by buying me this magazine. Now, she didn't know what King magazine was. She thought it was like XXL, The Source, like a music magazine. So she hands it to me, and then we sit down and look through it together, and she's like, oh, I didn't know it was that. And I was like, yeah, I know, it's disgusting. These young women have no respect for themselves. And she goes, well, what are you going to do with it? And I go, I don't know, probably put it in the closet with my stack of King magazines. This is Wu-Tang Shaolin Style for the PlayStation 1. It came out, I think, in 1999, and it's a pretty good fighting game, but what's pretty cool is that it's got all the members of Wu-Tang Clan. You can fight them against each other. It came out about 4 years before Def Jam Vendetta, so to my knowledge, it's the first video game, pitting rappers against each other in street combat, and it's a pretty good game if you get your hands on it. I think it's pretty hard to find, and it was the reason I bought a PlayStation, one of the better purchases I made. So Wu-Tang Shaolin Style, hip-hop, fighting, one of the best rap groups of all time, and a pretty good video game. This is the original body count cassette tape with Cop Killer included on it, still in its shrink wrap. I was really young when this happened, but I realized it was such a crazy controversy, I had to get my hands on it and keep it in mint condition because it would probably be worth money someday. Now, it's a cassette tape and nobody even has a tape player to play it anymore. I have no idea if there's any kind of market for this, but I'm pretty proud that I have it. It kept it intact all these years. And even when I was a preteen, I realized that Ice-T and that kind of controversy would be something to hold on to. So I think it's pretty rare. I don't think you'll see this too many other places. The original Body Count debut album in the shrink wrap, the version with Cop Killer. This is a light stick from Jay-Z's Blueprint Lounge tour. And if you remember, back in 2001, the Blueprint dropped, and instead of going on like an arena tour, Jay-Z went on a tour of small clubs across the country. I was living in Raleigh, North Carolina, and it came just a dirty South sweatbox of a club. It was him, Beanie Sigel, and Memphis Bleek on stage, all at the same time. I think DJ Clue was a tour DJ, if I'm not mistaken, and obviously it was packed. And it was one of the sickest concerts ever because at that time, Jay-Z wasn't where he is now as far as being a pop icon, but he was the biggest rapper alive in 2001. He was still going at it with Nas. The Blueprint was a classic already, a couple weeks after it came out. And this was just a sick concert, and this is a sick reminder from that concert. Obviously, it doesn't work anymore because it's almost 10 years old, but it really brings together the thing I love, which is hip-hop, and the thing I'm supposed to love, which is Jersey, Guido, techno, light stick, fist pumping, and puts them all together in this one little piece of plastic. Do you think when Jay-Z performs Jigger My Blank in the Midwest or in Canada, and he holds a mic out like, what's my name? And everybody's like, Jigga, and then he's like, and who I'm rolling with? And everybody's just like staring at each other uncomfortably going, I didn't say it, I'm not going to say it. Did you say it? Because I didn't say it. A couple years ago, Raekwon dropped Only Built for Cuban Links Part 2, and while that was happening, everybody was talking about, oh, the Purple Tape's a classic. Let's be real. A lot of people saying that were too young to ever have the Purple Tape, and for them it was, the Purple MP3 or the Purple Download. Well, for me, it was the real thing. I have the Purple Tape. I bought it in August '95 when it came out. I knew it was a classic right away and held on to it forever. Definitely one of the best Wu-Tang albums, definitely one of the best albums, period, of the mid-90s, and insanely influential, and really a great marketing technique with this Purple Tape that had become a collector's item, 15, 16 years later.